Hi, you guys. Welcome to another segment of Back in My Day. So today we're going to talk about, and a lot of you, if you're probably under the age of, I'm trying to even think when these stopped coming out. I'm going to say if you're under the age of 15, we'll just say that, maybe 20. 15 or 20 years of age, you may not know about these, or you may. Depends on your memory or how long maybe you had such a television. Back in my day, before we had these nice big screen TVs as you see behind me, we, in my generation, grew up with these box televisions. They would be really wide, and not wide like this, if I can do that correctly, but wide like this way, width and length and depth. Everything was just wide. It was a big box television. And I'm not sure as to what size these televisions were. Like how we say 80-inch, 40-inch. I don't remember the biggest size. I know growing up in our household, when it came to the living room, we had bigger box TVs. I'm gonna say probably the biggest was maybe 20 inches, but do not quote me on that. It was rather big. The picture was large, but very hefty. It was a big boy to try and lift. You won't want to lift it today, mind you. Sometimes maybe even this big screen TV is probably a pain. You wouldn't want to lift this big box of a thing. Unless, I know in my bedrooms growing up, each of us had a smaller box television, so then we could watch something at night or something in our rooms. Tell me if you guys remember these or even recall having that. Another thing I wanted to talk about with box televisions, VCRs or VHS tapes. I still have mine because I love the nostalgic feeling of it. So for me, one thing you should know, I love Disney. So some of the VHS tapes that I've kept are Disney or related to Disney in some way, shape, or form. For myself, I like watching a good VHS tape if I'm in a nostalgic mood. Most of the time I pop one in just to watch the commercials because, I don't know, again, if you've watched any of the What's Good channel, some of the stuff I talk about over there is a little bit older. The last one I did was Gidget. And so, I don't know, I like hearing the announcers' voices, the commercials that would come on. It just has a really nostalgic feeling. As an adult today, it's interesting to watch and interesting to see. However, the one downside is if you wanted to fast forward, rewind, there's no go straight main menu, go straight to that movie please. You had to watch the whole thing, and if you wanted to rewind, you had to be patient. You could not just sit there and wait for it to come. You have to be patient when doing it, watching a VHS tape. So you have to be committed to that movie if you want to watch it. You can't just pick like you can today with streaming or a YouTube video. I would even say it's almost similar to a DVD, but at least if you wanted to fast forward or rewind, it's a little faster. It's a little faster. And along with those televisions or VHS tapes, there was, of course, no streaming. You had to watch what was on television. And I remember those infomercials, any commercial. There used to be moon jumping boots. There used to be this cat. I mean, if you watch Mac Does It, he has done a couple of segments with those infomercials. And let me tell you, you thought you wanted them as a kid. Turns out you don't. But I mean, today it's just so different. Now we have streaming, you can watch stuff instantaneously, things can happen live. I remember if you knew something was going to happen live, it was normally through like a news outlet or like a news channel. Something was happening right in that current moment. Like the president was going to give an address, or maybe somebody was filming something on your favorite TV channel. Again, I watched Disney Channel growing up, and sometimes they would have a live event or two, but for the most part, everything was pre-recorded, so there was nothing really live going on. And no one knew about YouTube yet, at least from my recollection. Tell me in the comments, like, do you have a favorite VHS tape that you remember watching? Do you remember having a box television? And do you kind of sometimes miss television? I know there were some good shows on during like normal daytime, but I also know now, like the streaming, we're so used to binge watching everything. And I know back in, my day, you had to wait the next week for a new episode. Like, do you guys sometimes miss that? Or do you enjoy binge watching? I know for myself, I sometimes miss it, but at the same time, I like knowing I can just keep going and keep watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.